Hey there! For harvest season, I made these wonderful harvest cards, and I'm going to show you how I did these. I started by using watercolor paper. This is 300 GSM in a 4 size, and I cut it down to 4 pieces in size A6. Something I want to note here is to use watercolor paper because it holds up a lot of water, which is very important for that technique. So in the end I had 4 watercolor sheets, but I'm only going to use 2 of them as an example where I show everything on them, and one I used in addition to get some more angles and views for you. So if you see another bonus card, it's because I made 3. Now I'm moving on to create the backgrounds, and therefore I'm scribbling on to a silicone mat my water-based markers in different color shades, and I use a spray bottle with water to wet them a little bit more, and then I'm taking a prepared A6 sheet paper and putting it down onto my silicone mat. Then I cleaned everything off and repeated the process for another background with other colors. To get better results, I used a hard plastic card to spread the colors a little bit more and make them mix in each other, and I also repeated the process multiple times, at least for some cards. After cleaning my surface, I started drying the backgrounds. Therefore, I'm using a heating tool. This is something I really enjoy because it makes the process a lot quicker. And I also made sure to dry it on both sides because then the wobbling of the paper is not that bad, so you can prevent the paper from folding too much into one direction. So the next step is stamping, and therefore I'm using a stamping tool and leaf stamps. And the stamping tool basically helps me to stamp an image multiple times on the exact same position as I had stamped it before. I start by placing my backgrounds in the bottom right corner of my stamping tool, and then I position the leaf stamps as I like them and fold my stamping tool open so that I can color the stamps. A quick tip here: even if the deco time chalking pads aren't that expensive, so they are basically very cheap, you can use them for the wet embossing technique, where you basically put some clear plastic particles on top of it and you can melt them with the heating tool as well. So if you like to have a little bit more dimension on your card, you can use this technique as well with these ink pads. As you can see here, at first I decided to use an orange ink pad, but later I realized that this wasn't working out well with my background colors I had chosen, so I choose a more reddish tone to work with. And this is also a technique you can use to mix your own colors with layering or create new shades. So maybe that's a tip if you want to do your own stuff. And you can see me here inking up the stems multiple times until they are really standing up against the background. Now that my backgrounds are done, I decided to add some final touches, and therefore I'm using this marker airbrush tool. It's from VR Memory Keepers, and you can use it to add some sprinkles over your project. And this is what I'm doing here with the markers I had used before. And now we are done. So here I'm showing you the finished results. As I said before, I made 3 cards. 2 of them I showed completely just in time lapse, and 1 of them I made as a bonus, and I added the colors in the video as well as a bonus card. And now I'm showing you what I created with these. So I made them a little bit smaller by cutting away 1 centimeter on the top and 1 centimeter on the sides. And then I placed some foam tape on the back, which I also will show later. And beforehand I folded in a 5-sized cardstock into half, and then I added this as a cover. In addition, I also have 2 more ideas what you can do with this technique. So you can use it to create some gift tags, or you can use it to create a cover page, for example, for a month in your bullet journal or in any other journal as well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give a like and follow for more content like this. Bye!